All right, guys, happy Saturday. Gonna try to knock out the videos before the rain hits later. But this one was requested by a comment on YouTube. I think one of my videos, they wanted to kind of see the clearance and how these Tyger running boards are holding up. So I think I installed these, if I'm not mistaken, sometime in like October or November of last year. I think it was October, now that I think about it. And we had a really rough winter this past winter. It was like tons of salt. I mean, it was probably one of the most roughest ones we had in Michigan in a while. And I'm going to kind of show you guys the condition on both sides of how these they're called Tyger blades made by Tyger Automotive, have held up in terms of if there's any rust. I'm going to show the clearance, and then, I mean, it's pretty straightforward on these running boards. But so for one, the reason too why I went with these is because I used to have the Toyota Predator steps, and while they looked cool and stuff, obviously they hung a little lower, and it was practical getting in, but getting in and out like just often, you know, it was tough. And then these provide so much like space to just kind of like step anywhere, and obviously it's like, you know, you can just boom in. And getting out of the truck too, that was the hard part with the Predators. But install, I mean, I don't really have to explain that, pretty straightforward. But let me first show you guys the quality. Now, I haven't washed my truck, even though it might look clean. This is almost a year later, and let me show you guys underneath here, if you're considering these. On the other side too, but it's the same thing. No rust. I believe they're coated. I think Tyger provides like a 5-year warranty. It's kind of got like this textured grip to it. I really like how they kind of got, that's why, I guess why they call them blades, but you can kind of see, sorry, my back has been bothering me since last week from hockey. But another thing, so yeah, they've held up great. No rust, no complaints. They are adjustable, so the mounts that mount to the frame also have a little bit of play, like you can go up or down, so it kind of slides the mount in and out. And then also too, on the rail system where it mounts, you can actually tuck these in a little bit more, or you could bring them out. I kind of brought them out almost as far out as I could because I kind of wanted a little bit of door protection. So if you can kind of see, you know, it's maybe a little past the door, but it's super nice and flush. And I just really like the sleek look. Now I think the person asked me about off-roading. If you check back at my other videos, I've gone off-roading. I think they provide really good clearance. I mean, I don't think anything is gonna get snubbed. They're not like rock sliders or anything, but in terms of everyday practicality, I really like them. I mean, they've been a game changer, and I have no reason to switch them. Now, one thing I will say, because I'm really honest when I make my videos, and like I've been told, and I appreciate all the comments that I'm straight to the point. In the winter, these brackets here, these will kind of catch snow. And so, like, you know, kind of, you know, they'll build up and stuff. And so every once in a while, I'll have to go like kind of kick it. That's my only complaint. Besides that, I mean, and that's, you know, how can I complain about something like that? Besides that, I have literally no complaints. I like how they look, and I originally wanted to go with the, I think it was the Rhino RB20s, which is the slim variants, but those were like $500 some, and these, I think they're like $330 on Amazon, and I really like the 5-year warranty, and I like the look. So, I mean, if you guys can, once again, just trying to show you guys the clearance, how it looks. I mean, I think I'm just so happy with them. So like I said, it's been almost a year. Hopefully this video kind of covers up if you're on the fence for new running boards or whatnot. When I first bought the truck, I had the OEM. It was like a similar style. It was like a plastic long running board. Sold those. Got some OEM Toyota Predator boards because I liked how they looked, but they were not very practical. And I settled on these, and they've been great. So yeah, that's kind of just a quick video. I'm gonna shoot another video, but you guys will have to wait till next week. I'll probably release it Wednesday or Thursday. I don't know, comment when you guys like to kind of watch the videos. I can probably only do one a week. I mean, a little bit about myself, not to just go on a tangent. I mean, I work a full-time job, then I have 2 small side businesses and stuff, and then on top of that, with like life, playing hockey 3 times a week and just trying to get everything else in, it's a lot. So I'm just trying to put out good content for you guys. If you guys got these trucks or you're considering them, yeah, but appreciate everybody's comment. I do my comments. I do my best to get to everyone. If you have a video request and you want to see something particular, just let me know. I'll give you a kind of a heads up on what I'll be doing reviews on here or talking about. The next video I'm going to talk about is going to be the rear, like, you know, shackles versus blocks. I'll eventually talk about kind of the brakes I'm running and a little mod to do to make the front braking smoother. I've been testing that now for anecdotally, I guess, for I think like I did that 3-4 months ago. So a couple things coming down the pipeline. I'm just trying to put out good stuff for you guys. So appreciate you watching. Hopefully this didn't take up too much of your time if you were considering these. They're a 10 out of 10 for me. Take care. Have a good weekend.